Once again, my name is Pedro Reyes. We are right here from KPFA, La Onda Bajita. We're representing at the Arlene Francis Center. And again, we just want to say thank you to everyone for being here. So give yourselves a round of applause. This time they can hear us. That's right, and we are being safe right here. We're, practicing safe distancing and socializing at the same time, but, keeping it safe. And talking about safe, just remember, wear your mask if you can, if you need to, if you really feel like it. Again, it's always just better to prevent than to lament. And so just to start the night out, we're going to be starting with Sky Eye, and they're going to be coming up here giving us some of their talent. So why don't we go ahead and welcome them? So Sky Eye, are you in the house? Sorry about that. So welcome. Tell me a little bit about yourself before we begin, and why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
All right, good evening. My name is Sky Eyes. I'm a vocalist, and I'm going to perform a couple of songs that I wrote during quarantine because we all had a lot of time on our hands, and that was one of the positives that came out is I made a lot of music, and here I am to share a little bit of it.
Awesome. So here we go once again, right here on La Onda Bajita Radio Café. Thank you for being here, Sky Eyes, and definitely appreciate your time and your effort for making it out here and giving us this positivity. Again, my name is Pedro Reyes. Stay tuned. This is La Onda Bajita, KPFA, at the Radio Café at the Arlene Francis Center. Yes, here we go.
Thank you, Pedro. Pedro, thank you very much for having me. Falcon, thank you very much for having me. And, I think I will. I think I will pull the mic off just for this time here. So this song is called Kimun Kila. Kimun Kila is French Creole for who goes there. Who goes there? Yeah, Kimun Kila. Yeah. Come on. Yeah. Well, let me peer into the scroll, gaze real deep into the soul. Encapsulated and stuck on the globe for a minute. While I'm in it, I'ma go for the gold, live in the glow. Spiritual zone, first you're here, then you're not, and you're gone like a ghost. Where'd he go? So I'm praising the most, thanks to the host, connected to the ancients of old, breaking the mold, in a world that is cold, making it meaningful before it's time to go home. Recited with the heart that devotes, giving credit on high for the rhymes that I wrote, about the good and the bad like a thorn in a rose. That's a journey and path that I walk on my own. Say what? Sikimun Kila, Sky Eyes straight from the mic center. Say who? Sikimun Kila, magical music from the mic center. Say what? Sikimun Kila, Sky Eyes straight from the mic center. Say who? Sikimun Kila, magical. C'est le lyrical, madrigal. Check it out, speak your mind and let it out. Bless the sound, take it way down deep to the underground. Sacred sound on beat in the here and now. Flee the beast to the east up to higher ground. Knowledge reigns supreme where the truth is found. Meditation, so profound. Learning life lessons as I stick around. Music is a science, I'ma wake the town. I never had a gold diamond studded crown, but I know that I'm a king and I hold it down. Poésie, la vie, c'est ça manque à bao. Méditation pour mettre les bad vibes KO. Soulager la souffrance, c'est bouger la foule. Make moves, keep it humble, play it cool. 2020 vision from the nouveau school. Sikimun Kila, Sky Eyes straight from the mic center. Say what? Sikimun Kila, magical music from the mic center. Say what? Sikimun Kila, Sky Eyes straight from the mic center. Say who? Sikimun Kila, magical. Yes, Café Radio. Sky Eyes on the mic one time, say who? Yes. Thank you. Give thanks. One more tune for you guys. We're going to switch it up. We're going to go into reggae vibe because Sky Eye is a reggae hip hop artist. And so I wanted to bring a little bit of each flavor here. And this one is just called Follow Your Purpose. Very simple. I wrote it and it was just a feel good vibe. I felt good. And sometimes we have a hard time kind of in life trying to hone in, like, what is my purpose? You know, what am I supposed to be doing here? Am I doing the right thing with my time? And so this is just a song to say, you know, once you hone in on it, just follow it through all the way. Yeah, even when it seems. Yeah. Yes, thank you. Yes, shout out to Madrigal Music out of France, the producer for the beat. Here we go. Follow your purpose. Do it to fulfillment. Follow it home, yeah. Follow your purpose. Do it to fulfillment. Follow it home, yeah. Music is life, means so much to I and I. See, music is all I got to give. Away, open science gates. There is no time to waste. Do something great today. Got to be conscious, got to be conscious of the energy within. Man, I give thanks for love. Man, I give thanks for life. And all the worries in my life, me give it to the Most High. Follow your purpose. Do it to fulfillment. Follow it home, yeah. Follow your purpose. Do it to fulfillment. Follow it home. La vie est un combat. Il y a des hauts, des bas. So on the road of life, make sure job by your side, yeah. While in everything me do, make sure me attitude full up of gratitude. Me have to do it with love, yeah. With the style and pattern and faith and passion, everything me do, me have to put to action, yeah. And no matter what may come, I put my faith in the one Jah of iration. Follow your purpose. Do it to fulfillment. Follow it home, yeah. Follow your purpose. Do it to fulfillment. Follow it home, yeah. Yes, thank you very much. This is Sky Eye. It's a pleasure to sing for you. Bless up everyone out there. And bless up all the artists, Falco and Pedro. Pick up yourselves. Boom.
Give it up. for Sky's Eyes. We're gonna talk just a minute, just before you go. Again, my name is Pedro Reyes. We just heard Sky Eyes right here, and so why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? When did you start making music, and a little bit about the message you were just talking about in your music?
Yeah, so I've been making music since I've been a kid. So it's always been part of my expression and part of like one of my natural languages. I really enjoyed it, and up till now, it's still part of it. And writing music, writing poetry, expression. So a lot of people can connect to that. The arts in general, I think, always exploring and visual arts is fun, all the arts, but music has kind of always been around. So, and I'm sorry, what was your other question?
Just like
The meaning.
about your message.
Yeah, the message. I just try to write some conscious lyrics, so something that people can resonate to, something that can evoke emotion, something human. Because we hear a lot of music, and a lot of it's just kind of most of the big radio airwaves. We get some certain type of programming that sometimes isn't as wholesome. So I know KPFA keeps it whole and wholesome and has some conscious vibes, and so that's kind of always what I try to gear towards. And whatever I'm feeling, it doesn't have to be like, oh, I have to make a conscious song. Like it just has to be natural and organic, and then comes out. So whatever this topic is, whether it's a heavy topic or something light, however it comes out, that's the beauty of the arts.
And then tell us where people can find your music, as well as what you're doing, some of your projects. Who have you collaborated with, or what are you looking forward to in that sense of collaborations?
Yeah, so I'm born in California. I was raised in most of my life in the States, but I also speak French, and I'm first generation French. So I've been working over the years with a French label, record label, and producer, an indie label out of France, and we've developed a relationship over the years. So now we're at a point where we've accumulated a lot of material. Those two songs were part of the material that we've been performing, and it's a cross-Atlantic collaboration. I have yet to go over there and be in person with him, but the day will come, I think, soon. But we've been working on a project. It's called Madrigal Music is the label, and Sky Eyes. So if you just, you can find us on Spotify. You can stream the music on all digital platforms, and what we're doing is we're doing incremental releases of singles. So about every month or so, we're trying to stay on schedule. We release a new song. The last one was called Control, and it just released in July. And it was with myself and an artist from Martinique, a French Caribbean island, and the next release will come next month. So if you tune in and you go onto the social media, either Instagram or, mostly Instagram and Facebook, and then look on Spotify, you'll see Sky Eyes, SKYEYES, and Madrigal Music. And we're doing an incremental approach throughout the year, throughout 2021, and until we have no more music to release. And so we'll be sharing bit by bit. Yeah.
Nice. And, just to start wrapping it up, so are you doing the songs in French? And then tell me a little bit about, what would you tell the youth out there that are only, that could be bilingual and are only trying to do hip hop or music in English? What would you say to them?
Yeah. So I'm writing lyrics in Franglish right now. So and it's really beautiful because I can think quickly between two languages, and I think that's a beautiful thing. I thank my parents for raising me and keeping French in the household. And then I got to go from French to Creole, which is like the Afro-Caribbean influence in the whole colonial mix, right? And so and then I keep telling myself like, man, Emil, you have to learn Spanish. Like you're in California, and it's so close to French. So I would tell the youth that, most people outside of the US, especially like in Europe, they speak English like that. And that's not even their first language. So I think it's really wise for us to really embrace any other language that we can. I think Spanish should be the first because there's such a melting pot of the Spanish culture, especially on the West Coast, but really all throughout the US. And embrace it because it gives you a new platform to, when you travel or when you communicate with people, bridges gaps. And, I wish, I even tell myself very often, I'm like, I have to keep learning more languages. Like, this is great. I know 2 or 3, but, it'd be great to keep on learning.
I tell the youth, if you only sing in one language, your audience is very limited, So, try to expand beyond that, especially if you do have that capability of being bilingual, So, big ups.
I would add one thing is I would add that language, sometimes when you shift to a different language, there's some things that expressions in that language that just don't quite translate to the other languages, and it's kind of best expressed in that culture, in that language. And that's one of the cool things, is that you get to discover things and words that maybe don't even really have an exact translation, and that's why translations can kind of be inaccurate, but there's a lot of hidden gems in learning a language that you would pick up. It's not just finding another way to say what you say in English. Sometimes they say there's expressions that don't exist in English, and that's the beauty, is you get to discover new things. So yeah.
That's right. Como talibú. That's all I know. But I'm trying. We. Keeping it easy. Well, thank you again, Sky Eyes, for being here with us. Much appreciated. Yes, sir. And right now we want to give it up to Skies. Yeah, definitely. And again, thank you for being here, everybody. Right now, again, we want to say my name is Pedro Reyes, and we are right here at the Arlene Francis Center, bringing you live music, entertainment, y mucho más, as well on Facebook, so you can check that out live and direct. We're streaming right now, so thank you to the Arlene Francis Center for streaming this live and recording this into history, or her story as well, So shouts out, Right now we're going to bring up Erica. Is Erica in the house? There's too many people here. There's 10 people in here, so I don't know. Oh, there's Erica. What's up, Erica? How are you?
Good, how are you?
Let's just go ahead and introduce yourself real quick, and, just so folks know already, where can they get your music?
My name is Erica Ambrin. I just moved to Sonoma County, so I'm pretty stoked to be doing something like this. You can find my music on all streaming platforms. My last name is spelled Ambrin. So that's Erica Ambrin.
Give it up for Erica, everybody. Again, here we go.
Thank you, sir. I'm just gonna play some original music for you, if that's all right. Ooh, all right. You hear that all right? I'm gonna just go with what I know first. I'm gonna play a song called Sugar. That's on my first EP that I ever put out. It's the title track, so I think that's appropriate. I should put these on the other side. into your eyes. Such a beautiful surprise. And our love is on the rise. Tell me truth and no lies. So give me some more that sugar. Be the sweetness in my coffee at the start of my day. And I really dig your vibes, but who would dare? And the music in our hearts continues to play. Oh, continues to play. See, I know that you've been hurt to your core. But baby, I can give you good love and so much more. 'Cause you give me that thrill. And I love the way it feels. Ooh, Lord, I'll give you some of my sugar. I'll be the sweetness in your coffee at the start of your day. And I know you dig my vibes, but who would dare? And the music in our hearts continues to play. Oh, continues to play. Just like sugar in my coffee. Oh, you're sweet to me. And I never wanna live without thee. Oh, please stay. And our love continues to play. Thank you. That's Sugar Sugar, y'all. I think I could play a couple more. So this next song is called Clarity. It's about those moments when you have clarity. It's very important to, I believe, to step into your truth, whatever that may be for you, and to just take a moment to celebrate those wins, because life can kind of be hard on you. So this is one of those moments where I'm stepping into, that clarity. Let my skin get kissed by the sun, and I'll stop smiling when I'm done. 'Cause can't nobody bring me down, down, down. This inner peace that I have found, and it is healing what I'm which way to go. That's clarity, y'all. Can I do one more? I think I have time for one more. I really want to play this song because you out? Peace. I like to call this song Paper Crown. First thing in the morning on the menu, yes, gratitude. Keeps my spirits up and really helps me with my attitude. Used to wake up full of resentment, yeah, I was mad at you. But now I know that every day's a gift, even in solitude. Trying to do something new, not many friends, blessed with a few. Quality over quantity, got a whole new point of view. This ocean put a queen back in motion. I had my vision skew. Notion I cause all the commotion. This isn't really true, but you know what they say. There's three sides to every story. I'm just trying to live my life because no one else can live it for me. All this living in the past can be depressing and so boring. So when my ex call my phone, please believe I am ignoring. Ooh, I'm not trying to be rude, but I'm vibrating so high that all the negative vibes, they will no longer do. I hear the people talk, but they ain't walk the day on my shoes. Oh, I'm compelled to say I'm thankful. I'm rich and I ain't talking about the bank though. Here to testify, tell my story while I'm basking in the universe's glory. Oh, I'm compelled to say I'm thankful. I'm rich and I ain't talking about the bank though. Here to testify, tell my story while I'm basking in the universe's glory. And there ain't no doubt about it, yeah, I'm running with queens. If you one of them bad misses, you don't know what I mean. Staying focused on the vision, there ain't no in between. Leave you no choice but to listen when I step on the scene. Revolutionary mindset, not even in my prime yet. Keep my spirits up and stay surrounded by excellence. Heaven sent the words that I display as the evidence. At the end of the day, the rest of it is irrelevant. Another sunrise, another chance to be amazing. Ready for adventure, gotta satisfy the craving. Dance when it's raining, bass to my treble. My flow is hot as a kettle, so please get on my level. They digging me like the shovel. I remain above ground, just perfecting my sound, adjusting my paper crown. And right now, the ink that leaks from my pen sends you through a journey of my life full of sin. Music, yes, my fresh squeezed juice in the morning time, like a breath of fresh air every time I rhyme. Never drop a dime, keep my fists high, my head towards the sky. Yeah. Oh, I'm compelled to say I'm thankful. I'm rich and I ain't talking about the bank though. Here to testify, tell my story while I'm basking in the universe's glory. Oh, I'm compelled to say I'm thankful. I'm rich and I ain't talking about the bank though. Here to testify, tell my story while I'm basking in the universe's glory. For my moms and my dad, all the money I've had, all the lessons I've learned, all the trees that I've burned, all the people I've met, all the wonderful sex. Must say, yeah, I am blessed. Thank God for the protection. I'm just riding the wave, living for today. I mean, what can I say? YOLO, baby, okay? Gratitude for my squad, and you know who you are. Go hard and you go far. We all made of stars. Oh, I'm compelled to say I'm thankful. I'm rich and I ain't talking about the bank though. Here to testify, tell my story while I'm basking in the universe's glory. Oh, I'm compelled to say I'm thankful. I'm rich and I ain't talking about the bank though. Here to testify, tell my story while I'm basking in the universe's glory. Watch me now while I bask in the universe's glory. Spinning all around, what's that sound? It's Paper Crown, yeah. Thank you.
Yes, that's right. Once again, we got Erica in the house. Thank you for bringing us your music, and definitely want to ask you a couple questions before you go. So tell us a little bit about your music. You know, like when did you start playing the guitar too? Because that sounds really good. Like you're a pro. Like, you know. So tell us a little bit about yourself as well as an artist.
So yeah, I've been writing music since I was about 14 years old. I didn't pick up the guitar until I was about 20. I'm not going to share my age right now, but that was a long time ago. And I basically picked it up out of necessity. I just play rhythm guitar though, so I feel like I've gotten to that stage in the guitar where I feel like I'm like stuck. I think everybody gets there at certain points and multiple points, so I'm pretty much there now. But I have a band. We're called the Eclectic Soul Project, so I get to play with some pretty amazing musicians from all over, and it's kind of just like a mesh of soul music. And you know, I just want to be able to sing and tell my story. So, in order to do that, I had to pick up an instrument. So.
And, you know, tell us a little bit about your spoken word piece that you just did. You know, it was cool that you were using the guitar and busting the poem at the same time. Like, that takes a lot of skills, you know. Tell us a little bit about it. How did you end up putting those two together?
So one of my biggest influences is Lauryn Hill. So I think the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, that album really saved my life because I was just a kid, but I was going through a lot of abuse, and I found that record and was able to just resonate with it because it just had a lot to do with love in all different aspects. And so I started rapping at that time, and I think really when it comes to the spoken word, I think it's just sometimes easier to get it out in that way, and to express myself in that way. And, you know, my dad gave me my rap name, E-Money, you know, because he said I'm always on the money. But yeah, I think that it's really important to just be able to express yourself in all avenues. So if I'm able to sing and rap and play guitar at the same time, then I'm going to do that, you know.
That was amazing. Definitely give it up for Erica. Yeah, like hold on. Before you go, where can people find your music again? And you know, what would you say to other young female artists or young women that are growing up in, you know, the community and trying to find their voice? Like, what would you say to them, or even their instrument?
So yeah, as far as the music, you can find it on all streaming platforms. I have about 3 projects up there, 1 live project with my band, but Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, all that jazz, it's all out there. So yeah, Erica Ambrin, just look me up. I'm there. As far as for, you know, the youth or artists coming up, my biggest thing is just to create. Just continue to create and record it. Even if you're recording it on your phone, even if you're recording it with a crappy recording system, it doesn't matter. As long as you get it down, it kind of relieves you of whatever that is that's having you create, whether it's falling out of love with someone or falling in love with someone or just finding yourself. I think the most important thing is just to record it, even if it's crappy, because then you can always reference back to that when you have better equipment. Don't be afraid to write things down and just continue to express yourself no matter what people said. I mean, somebody probably told Prince that he was crazy at some point. So if you think about that, like just do you, continue to be yourself and an individual, because that is what we're here to do. There's no copy of the next person. Even twins are different, especially when it comes to creativity. So stay true to you and stay creative.
Thank you once again. Thank you once again, Erica. And again, we're going to continue going with the music, but definitely want to remind you we are on La Onda Bajita Radio Café, the last Friday of the month, and we bring music to you from the community, by the community, for the community. And so again, that's why we're out here at the Arlene Francis Center doing this and making sure we get our talent out onto the airwaves. So we are also streaming live on Facebook as well. So as you can see, we're trying to get outside of the building all these musicians as well and their talent. So thank you very much. Right now we got Brian, and he's going to be coming up here. I think it's Brian Francis. Let's give it up for Brian Francis. And he's going to introduce his band or himself. Good, good. Right on. Tell us your name and what the band's, what your name is as an artist, so people can know.
My name is Brian Francis Baldwin. I'm from Southwest Louisiana originally. I live in Santa Rosa now.
And where can people already start to look at your music if they want to find you?
Okay. Spotify. I have a station on Spotify, and you can find me live, and iTunes and Amazon and all those platforms.
All right, well, here we go. Take it away. Give it up, everybody. One more time.
It's a little song that I wrote after a show I played in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I decided to drive to New York City and pass out my demos because I had a week off. And I went up there and got lost, and I couldn't find my way back. But I ended up finding my way back, and on the way back, I wrote this song. It's called "Which Way South." Up and down this road, sing the same old song, carry the same old heavy load. Everything stays the same, but the faces, they come and they go. I'm a picker from a foreign land. I speak a language that you don't understand. Hell, even I don't even understand. I've been looking at the wrong way out. Mister, can you tell me which way is south? Going to New Orleans to the Mardi Gras. It's the best pool party I ever saw. Just south of I-10's where I lay my head, down in Lafayette. Pam, are you a cornbread? I've been looking at the wrong way out. Mister, can you tell me which way is south? South of I-10. Smell of crawfish, right? You about tie you right. Gonna be corn bro for the fatal dough. Bon ton roulette, new lots for show. I've been looking at the wrong way out. Mister, can you tell me which way is south? South of I-10. And if I get real tired, I can lay my head down at Tigerland to keep me drunk and fed. That's right. They used to. I've been looking at the wrong way out. Mister, can you tell me which way is south? South of I-10. Thank you. Song next. This is a little song I wrote. Trying to make a living over the last 30 years playing on the road. Some of I make my living picking guitar strings. I'm writing songs about feelings that change, yeah. And this tip jar's empty, tell me who's to blame. Why couldn't buy my baby's shoes this spring? Just give me a ticket to my runaway train. This is a place where music kills the strain. Write me a letter to a big shot star. See, where I'm from, they don't care who you are. And the crowds are little in these little bars. And this paper I'm chasing won't get me real far. So here's your ticket to my runaway train. This is a place where music kills the pain. I make my living picking guitar strings. I'm writing songs about feelings that change, yeah. And this tip jar's empty, but that's not why I came. I came to take you on a journey on my runaway train. Runaway train. Thank you. Guess I got one more. Ooh, need a capo for that one. This is a little song I wrote for my mama mostly. She likes to go fishing a lot. And sometimes she doesn't follow the rules of fishing, but she calls me and says, I got another ticket. So I give her the money to pay for it. Anyway, it's called Mississippi Fishing License. Mississippi fishing license and I'm ready to go. Mississippi fishing license and I'm ready to go. I might catch me a big old fish, maybe a tadpole. I've been a fisherman since I was 3. I've been a fisherman since I was 3. You can ask Jose Baldwin, that's who taught me. I come from a little town called Caplan. I come from a little town called Caplan. I'm just a Cajun boy from Southwest Louisiana. I got my Mississippi fishing license and I'm ready to go. Mississippi fishing license and I'm ready to go. Might catch me a big old fish, maybe catch me a big old fish, maybe a tadpole. Thank you. Mask on.
Once again, please give it up for Brian right here, Brian Francis. That's right. And, again, before we go on, we normally want to just say that we tend to bring lots of different styles of music, and tonight is country. One of the first times in this year that we've had country, actually. So thank you for being here and bringing us this kind of music.
Thanks for having me.
And would you call it country?
I don't know. I'd call it Southern. I don't know.
Just want to make sure.
Cajun blues, maybe. I don't know. Country with a twist of country.
So tell us a little bit about yourself and when did you start making music? What got you interested in, this type of music as well? Because you could have gone any other direction.
Well, I kind of like playing acoustic. I ended up meeting some really good musicians when I was little, and kind of just playing for a living throughout my whole lifetime. Just making a living playing music, it's a good thing.
That's right. And tell us a little bit some of the projects you already have going, and maybe that you're already working on as well for the future.
Well, I do a standing gig at the Washoe House every Friday night, and from 7 to 10. So, and I encourage everybody to come out and listen to the music, and it's good live music, and the other projects I have. I have a lot of music coming out. I'm working on a lot of stuff, and I have a lot of people I'm working with. I like working with other artists, and trying to come up with new songs and ideas, and and then we'll put it on the stage and try it out.
How does it feel to do a solo act in that sense, because not a lot of people understand coming up here by yourself. It's kind of nerve-wracking sometimes,
It is, but the music kind of sets you free, kind of get used to it.
And, what would you say to other folks out here in the community, that are out here making music with a guitar, acoustic guitar? Like, what would you say to them?
Tell them to come out to the Washoe and watch me play and maybe sit in, maybe sit in and meet some other people that play music just like they do, and hang out, and brotherly love,
And how can folks be able to do that? How can they contact you?
Oh, they can reach me at my website, brianfrancisbaldwin.com. It's Baudin, Baldwin. It's Cajun.
Well, once again, we want to say thank you to you. Any last thoughts or comments you want to say to the audience?
I just want to thank you guys for having me out and thinking about me and having me come out and do this. It's very special. Thank you.
That's right. Give it up once again, everybody. Brian right here. And I think we got Bruce coming up. Bruce is in the house. Bruce, welcome. Again, we just want to say my name is Pedro Reyes, and we are right here at the Arlene Francis Center. We got Radio Café en la casa from La Onda Bajita, KPFA 94.1 FM. And right now we got Bruce. Bruce, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself and tell us what you're going to be doing tonight.
Well, I'm going to be doing some spoken word. My name is Bruce, and I do a thing called Bruce Speaks, and I just speak.
All right. Well, I'll let you do that. Take it away, Bruce. Thank you.
Well, let me start off with, I'm grateful and love being at the Arlene Francis Center for Spirit, Art, and Politics. It's a wonderful place. I have to take my mask off because I need to be free and open. And what we're doing tonight is what I call the greatest gift that all human beings have is their voice. Their voice to speak, their voice to sing, their voice to write, and their voice. And when a human being sings or writes, it reverberates throughout the universe. He was a large black man who was standing on top of a milk crate. He was standing on the corner of 139th Street and Lenox Avenue in the corner of the town of Brownsburg. And he was shouting on the top of his lungs, "I have the answer. I have the plan. I have the answer. I have the plan." And this man, he was preaching like he was some minister, like Martin Luther King, but he had a scar on the side of his face. He had raggedy, tattered clothes, but he kept on preaching. "I have the answer. I have the plan." And some lady yelled out from the audience, "Oh, you look like you need to plan a shower and a shave." And the man yells out, "Oh, go on, let the man speak and say his piece. He might have some good advice for us here in Brownsburg." Brownsburg, the town 30 miles west of San Francisco, was a poor black neighborhood, very few jobs, many bodegas, poor education, lots of crime, all of the ghetto black experiences that we share in America. And this story is called March 1st because it occurred the day after the shortest month of the year, Black History and Culture Month, March 1st. And here was this ragamuffin of a man standing on a milk crate. "I have the answer. I have the plan. Tell me your greatest wishes. Tell me your greatest dreams, and I will answer them." And everybody looks at him in awe. What? And the crowd started to grow and grow and grow. And then we got to a large crowd in the street, and everybody's waiting for this man to give them the answer, the plan. And he said, "I want each and every one of you to reach into your side pocket. No, not your neighbor's pocket, your pocket, and tell me what you see." And everybody pulled out a brand new $100 bills. He said, "I will answer your dreams. I will answer your greatest wishes. You, the woman over there with the child who's been sick so many years, I will heal and save your child, and your child will be well again." And then it happened. The streets were clean. The cars were clean and new. Everybody got the brand new houses. The dream merchant had come. The dream merchant had come to the ghetto. Could this be the returning prophet? Could this be the returning Christ to the ghetto? "I have the answer. I have the plan." And he continued to answer everybody's wishes and plans. And then at one point, the people of Brownsburg were the richest and the most progressive people on the planet Earth. "I have the plan. I have the answer. Tell me your greatest wishes and tell me your greatest dreams." And who could this man be who is preaching and giving all of these gifts and not wanting anything in return? Could this be the returning Christ? "I have the answer. I have the plan." March 1st. This one was something I wrote when I was real young in the streets of living in New York City. And I still don't understand it to this day. It's about the bag lady. "Dear Mom, I'm sorry that I have not written or called you within the past 2 years, but oh well, happy Mother's Day." She was a black, beat-up old lady pulling a shopping cart behind her as she boarded the $1 New York City bus fare. And in her bag, she had trash and garbage and stuff that she must have picked up from the dumpster before she came. She shuffled her ulcerated, filthy feet to the first seat in front of the bus, and all the passengers quickly evacuated the front and moved to the rear. And then I sat back and I looked in horror. Who is this creature? And oh my God, how could some human being even reek and smell so bad? She shuffled her ulcerated feet to the front seat of the bus and sat down, pulling her shopping cart. The bus driver immediately turns and he yells, "Pay your fare, pay your fare." And he turns the engine of the bus off. A businessman from the back of the bus jumps up and runs to the front and he says, "Oh, wait, come on, I'll pay your fare, let's go." And soon he pays the $1 fare, and now the bus is off. And now the stench of this creature that was overbearing the bus. Hey, when she left her home this morning, did she kiss her children and husband goodbye as she went out to entertain the world at this great magnitude? And who is this woman anyway? I should walk right up to her and say, "Who are you and who the hell do you think you are?" I think not. I fear her. But anyway, whose mother is this? Whose daughter is this? Whose sister is this? It's your daughter. It's your sister. It's your mother. It's your mother. It's your sister. It's your daughter. But isn't it a pity? Isn't it a pity? But that's too bad. Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you, Bruce, for that spoken word pieces right there. And, why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about those pieces? What inspired you to write those pieces, starting with the first one?
Well, I've been, I was part of the Arlene Francis Center here for many years. I helped Martin Hamilton open this place up with Peter Gable and Colleen 15 years ago, I think. And, this has always been a beautiful spot, and I just started coming up here and speaking my voice and using my voice and sharing my thoughts. Because I think when you share your words with the world, it does reverberate, and it really opens it up to you. Instead of us holding in our thoughts, it's good to share them with the public.
And then what about that second piece?
The second piece is something that I'm still confused about. And it's overwhelming. Even here at the Arlene Francis Center, we have a strange community, which we have all over the country, which I know we have in San Francisco and all parts of America. Who are these people? Who are these homeless people? Who are these bag people? It's actually somebody's sister. It's actually somebody's mother. And actually, it's all of our sisters and all of our brothers. And I'm always confused of how we all detached ourselves from the family and the community that's out there.
Yeah. I was going to say, I'm thankful that you're talking about this because as we're seeing, the fires going on up here and out by Sacramento, right? We got lots of fires that are happening. And even over the couple of years, we've been seeing lots of fires going on in Northern California, right? And so we see a lot of folks that are family members that used to have a place, a home that they called home, but now they're ending up on the streets as well. So it's good that you're saying this in that sense that it could be anybody out there who's homeless. It's not just those stereotypes that people talk about, right?
Right. And, it's just a challenge to be human in these times, And now we have our new viruses and our strange political scenes and all the conflicts that humans are having with each other, But I always say, in Islam, they say, Hederdome. Hederdome, only in peace, Only in peace. Only in peace.
Yes, once again, where can folks be able to find some of your projects? So do you have anything that you put out, where people can go and see or hear your projects?
Well, not really in spoken word, but my main project in my life is I run a nonprofit in West Africa called Drums for Solar, where we bring solar energy and sustainable technology to villages. And we work with school children. We work with empowering young people to be conscious of the world that's coming towards them. There's no more third world, fourth world, or fifth world. It's all one world now. And everybody has their cell phones and everybody is connected somehow. So we're working on these projects where right now we're bringing solar refrigerators to villages with no electricity. And We're just trying to empower human beings where they live. You know?
Once again, the organization.
Drums for Solar. People helping people, sharing our humanity. And the concept of the drum, it's not that we sell drums with the instrument. The drum is the tool that all indigenous people use on the planet to bring the people together in a common rhythm. So our project is bringing human beings together in a common rhythm under the sun.
And again, we just want to say thank you to you, Bruce. Any last thoughts or comments for the youth out there that, might be hearing you speak about, truth and what's going on,
Well, I hate to say this, but Colleen, we're sorry. And you all, young people, have a lot of work to do to catch up. And I'm not saying that we failed you, the elders of the world, but times are hard and times are changing. And young people need to stand up and make the world that they want to see in the future. Because I don't think the president's going to do it. Or I don't think the billionaires are going to do it. I think the young people need to raise their heads, use their voice, use their art, use their talent, use their creativity to make this one world a better place.
Well, once again, thank you very much for being here with us. Definitely appreciate it. Much respect. And thank you for, blessing the mic right here.
Thank you. And thank you to KPFA and everybody in the room and everybody on the airways.
That's what's up. Once again, give it up for Bruce, everybody. Yeah, once again, we just want to say thank you to the Arlene Francis Center, Spirit, Arts, and Politics for letting us be here. Again, my name is Pedro Reyes. You are tuned in to KPFA La Onda Bajita Radio Café on the last Friday of the month. Shout outs to Falcon for engineering and doing all the sound right here with us. And again, to everybody out there, stay tuned, be safe, wear a mask, and don't forget about your roots. Peace.